went right away? Yeah. Okay, good. Hello. Michelle, yes, this is my my natural hair. I'm working on getting my curls back because I've been bleaching and like straightening for so long. So like parts of my hair like more straight than others, and other parts are like I guess it's crazy. So it's kind of frizzy, but I'm trying to not heat style it as much and just be regular on me. Oh, hi. Okay, if you're in the Black Moon chat, hello, hi. I'm gonna send a chat. Last week the chat wasn't working for me, so if you're in there, please send a chat or an emoji or something so I can know that you can see it. Happy Monday, everybody. Oh, Sandra says, yes, I stopped bleaching my hair and dyed it back to my natural color so my curls come back. Okay, and you are hair inspo for me because whenever we have our sessions, sometimes I would just like get lost in your like looking at your hair because it was just like so like bountiful and oh my God, I love your hair. So that's good to know. Where I'm trying like, I'm going to be like, nobody cares, but I'm bringing like, I'm not going to fully stop blonding it, but I want to do less and I want to stop, heat styling as much. So I won't be so damaged or whatever the fuck. We love it. Thanks for all the compliments. I appreciate you guys. Okay. How are you doing? Gloria says, OMG, WTF, recently I've been slipping up so much. I'm excited. Girl, me too. Honestly, like, me too. The reason why I titled it that is because, again, I'm here with you guys. Like, I am also working every day to stay on top of my mental diet and stay in the reality that I'm working towards, as you navigate through your manifestations and receive the stuff that you are asking for, it comes with its own new host of, we're going to undo this affirmation this soon. It comes with its own new host of insecurities, doubts, worries, thoughts that you didn't know you were going to have to, deal with. So once you get something in your life that you've been working towards, learning how to keep it is, just as important as like getting it. So I'm with you guys. I know how it feels to be navigating through life. I'm human too. But everything's great and we're doing amazing and life is going so awesome and everything always works out for us and we appreciate that. Okay, Black Moon people, if you are in the chat, I still can't see you. I apologize. I don't know what the F is up with Facebook, but if you are there, please send me an emoji. I just sent one through. I don't know. I can't see anything from anybody else but me. So, I don't know. Okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. How long did it take me to manifest my SP? Let's see. Well, okay. You can look at it a few ways. I met him in like July. We kind of had like an instant kind of crush. So we kind of like flirted a little bit. Things moved like kind of slow, which was good because we ended up becoming friends and we're still really good friends. And we just kind of had like a really cute little like summer romance thing. And there was like about a year of on and off dating. And then we split up for 2 years. And I was in a rebound relationship. And I never really got over my husband. I just wanted to be with him, of course. And so when that relationship kind of like went south, I went back to my husband, who was my ex at the time. But it was never like an ex because we never like had an official title. It was just, there was obviously something between us. There always had been ever since we met. So, so when we got back like to dating, that was again like July. So it was like 2 years almost exactly. And then, let's see, I'm sorry. We made it official in September, but the relationship was still not there until like, God, I want to say like March, honestly. It was like March or April when everything finally worked and we got just like everything started happening again. So from like September, maybe October to like March or April, that's when things kind of got weird again. we got back together, like that whole thing happened, but I still have my old story about him from like before of like, you know, like he wasn't ready to commit basically. So that story picked back up once like my own insecurities or whatever started kind of, you know, after the dust settled of being back together, that, you know, that like that honeymoon phase that every relationship has. After the dust settled from that, my old worries, fears, and doubts naturally must have come to the surface, because that's exactly what happened. It started playing out the way it did, you know, 2 years prior. And then it was just like, this time I was like, I'm not going to fucking take it. So I did go through for a few months. And then it was like, that was when I kind of finally, I made that decision of like, you know what? I'm not going to make this guy be with me. Like, if he doesn't want to be with me, that's like, we're still going to be friends, but I'm not going to try to like force myself into his life anymore. And so that's when I let it go. And then it was like 2 hours later, he just like different, instant, completely different person. And he's been that way ever since. So that's kind of my whole story. And you know what's funny is like, I just felt like a kind of Scorpio energy, because one thing about a Scorpio, and this is sun sign, of course, so it's very surface level, but one thing about Scorpios is that, like, you know, they always say what, like, it may take them a while to be done, but once they're done, they're done. And so that might be why I'm able to let go. Things go when I'm ready to let it go. Like, trust me, it's done. Like, I'm over it. I can flip those feelings off with the light switch. So I think that, you know, a lot of things come through for me when I'm just like, fuck it, bye, over it. Then they come through. That's why I try to like put a lot of stock in helping you guys like set an intention and distract, just like get it off your plate. Just stop thinking about it. No, I don't fucking need it. I'm over it. I don't need this anymore. Right? Like I tell you guys to just say, let it be known that you're fine either way, because that's what allows it to come through. And that's what I've experienced so many times in my life, especially with my husband. So, you know, like it wasn't that I was saying, you know, I never want to fucking see you again. This is terrible. It was just like, I release you, my dude. Go live your life. I'm going to do mine. And I'm excited to go live my life. I was ready to be single. I was excited about it. And then there he came, just trotting down the hallway and showing up as the guy I always wanted. That's my story. Okay. I haven't even taken a look at the chat because I've just been talking this whole time. Been Roxy talking. How can you let go? Okay, so I've made several videos about it. So definitely check that out. Just search Roxy Talks Letting Go or Let Go. I think the letting go process is about making peace with the situation you have now. Because when you are in turmoil about it, you're obviously not thinking the right thoughts. You're not thinking the thoughts that align with the chosen reality, because you're in turmoil about a thing that you say you want or that you already have, right? So the stories aren't lining up. So you have to communicate that you are fine and everything's all good and I will be okay no matter what comes through. And I'm really excited about what comes through because the universe has my back and all kinds of amazing things are happening in order for all kinds of amazing things to happen. So it's like, you know, you need to, if you're telling the story, you need to sell the story. Okay, I just came up with that. On the spot. So, okay, Roxyism right there. If you're telling the story, guess what? You got to sell the story because no one else is going to sell it. You're yourself. You are the salesperson of your life. So, oh, fuck me. All right, hold on. I'm going to give myself, okay, I'm going to set it for 55. How long have I been talking? 8? Okay, we'll give that. Yeah. Sorry, boundaries. Yep, sell it. Tell it. First, you got to tell it. Then you got to sell it. Trademark that shit. All right. And then, yeah, you got to live that way. You got to act. You got to really be like, yeah, you know what? I am okay. Life is fine. I am okay. I'm going to be fine. It's going to be okay. And communicate that so that you can be okay. And that's the manifestation you receive. My Facebook. Sorry. I don't know why my Facebook chat, like, it doesn't half the time work. So, if you're writing text in Facebook, I apologize. I can't see the questions at all. I don't know what the fuck's up. Sorry for losing. My laptop is on the way. Nice. Okay. Lizzie Garcia. What if I had a dream my SP was with someone else? Okay. Here's what I want you guys to do with dreams. If you have a dream that a bad dream about your manifestation, SP or not. If you have a bad dream about your manifestation, you treat it like it was a fucking Freddy Krueger dream or a Saw dream or a nightmare. And that's the same thing as Freddy Krueger. What else do we have? What else is scary? Aliens. I don't know. Treat it like any other nightmare scary movie. Shake that off. Watch something positive. Think about something else. Like blah, 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 blah. Get this out of here. Yuck, yuck, a nightmare. If it's a good dream about your SP or your manifestation, I'm dreaming about it. It's in my subconscious. We're doing so good. I always have amazing dreams about this person or this situation. And also another one that I don't want to blow up anybody's spot. And this person always knows I'm talking about them when I start to say this. We had some great breakthroughs on the Roxy Talks, in the Roxy Talks community this week. And I'm going to take a little bit of credit for one thing, because this person was saying that they always had terrible dreams about their SP. I always have these horrible dreams. I always wake up nightmares and so blah, blah, blah. So much about these dreams. And I said, what if you start saying you have amazing dreams about them? What if you just say, I have amazing dreams about my SP? Always have great dreams. You know who you are. I love you. And not that that's all that did the trick, but I have to take a little bit of credit for that. But we got some major movement, and part of it was it worked, guys, on the third night. Okay, so don't affirm the nightmare. Don't affirm that it has to do with your SP. Don't affirm that you're having bad dreams about the person or whatever it is. Don't assume that because you had a nightmare that means things are bad, right? Just don't give it that power. Obviously, address the underlying situation or what might be going on internally, but don't give it the power of being like, oh no, I dreamt this negative thing, and that means that my subconscious isn't there and I'm not telling the story. Like, you're going too far down that road. If you have a negative dream about your manifestation, wow, I have great dreams about my manifestation every single night. That's it. When you have a great dream about your manifestation, I have such great dreams. Okay, that's it. Okay, so hold on, I need to take a palate moistening break. Gina! Okay, first off, thank you so much for your donation. I wanted to talk to you. We actually were we literally said this yesterday. I was like, let's talk to Gina because, well, you wanted to know. I was like, we'll ask Gina how she's doing today. So Gina says, hi, Roxy. I'm loving the confidence course so much that I'm considering doing the SP one next. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Other than the overall theme, what are the differences between the courses? Okay. So I really wanted to make sure that I didn't give you guys the same shit, like on a different subject. Now, essentially, though, it is all the same shit for different subjects, right? So we understand that. But like, I wanted to make sure so the homework, everything is structured very similarly. Like, you'll have the video and then like the homework, and the homeworks like look pretty much identical, but the questions are different. They're asking you different. It's like the same type of thing of like kind of like digging deep, but these are different questions, and they're more they're oriented in romance and love, and things like the stuff that how you define your role to other people, because it doesn't obviously have to be romantic. It can be any person or people in general, but it's more about your it's like the confidence course is like about your relationship to yourself, and this one is more kind of about your relationship to other people. So similar style work, but completely different subjects just like to keep it interesting. There might be like a couple overlap questions just because that have to do with like your history and your nature. But for the most part, I really tried to keep it like different so that people weren't being like, oh, it's the same shit. So I hope that answers your question. And if you're considering taking it, 100% do it. Like, again, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I know that fucking course is good. I know that shit's gold. So if you're thinking about it, I would suggest just do it because it's only going to benefit you. Investing in yourself is always great and smart. I've been investing in myself actually a lot this month. I've hired like 2 coaches. My assistant Rylan made me go to we took like a week's worth of meditation, like live meditations this week. Actually, okay, I'm glad I brought that up because, and thank you so much. Gina, thank you so much for your donation, and thank you for your kind comments. And I'm glad you're working through the course. And Emery, I will get to in just a moment. I just wanted to say, so I took these meditations all week last week, and it helped a ton. because like I said, with this, catching yourself when you're slipping and stuff, I was doing my own, like I said, I've been working myself. We've all been experiencing new situations we've never been exposed to in our lifetimes, most of us. So it's been weird for everybody, but obviously we're working through it, and that's our main goal. So my assistant made me take all these meditations, and I had never done a live meditation before, and it was just so nice. Like, I took one with Lior, I took one with Shaman Durek, Joshua, can't remember how last name, I'm so sorry. He was very kind. And some other ones. So anyways, my point is saying this is that I really found a lot of value in it. And we're going to start kind of doing it's like a Saturday sermon. Definitely want to give credit to the people who inspired me. Again, thank you for hosting those. And those, there's, if you're interested, go please check out their healing meditations, because it was really nice. Right. Can you put Joshua's name? I said his name and I didn't give the full information. So, my point being, we're going to be hosting a weekly Saturday sermon. More information is going to be coming, but if you do want to find out about it, if you're on my email list, then you'll get an email about it. Make sure that you're subscribed, because sometimes they don't, it's like, obviously when you send out an email, then not always go to your inbox. So if you do want updates about this kind of stuff from us, make sure you add me to your inbox or whatever, fucking subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? Click the OK, or however you make it come to your main inbox. And so we're going to be hosting these Saturday sermons, and basically they're just going to be like clearing out bullshit and putting in some new stuff, pumping you with like positive and intentional type stuff for the weekend, so that you can kind of like, again, clear the shit from the previous week, and then start the new one off, right? And I really found a lot of value. I'm going to be taking more of those myself. So I just wanted to kind of offer it, because honestly, it was like, I never really thought about it. So, well, Rylan has been urging me to do it for a while, but I just didn't understand it. So, but now that I've been to one, I'm like, okay, I see the value here. I definitely want to offer that. It is going to be like kind of like a sermon. We're going to be preaching, me, and we're going to be meditating. We're going to be scripting and journaling and things like that. So if you're interested, get on my mailing list. You can do that at my website, roxytalks.com. Click the top banner at the top, the pink banner. And then make sure to just like add me in your inbox or whatever, so that you get the updates, because not everybody gets them every time. Okay. Emreet, thank you so much for your donation. Says, I got advice from someone about my SP situation, and they actually said it's my fault for being too clingy. They deserve better. You need to do more self-love. How do I feel less crappy now? Okay. All right. Okay. So first things first, always understand that whatever advice you're getting from anybody, whether it's a coach, a YouTuber, a friend, an expert, as nobody, as a stranger, understand that every piece of advice that you get is filtered through someone else's personal lens. There is no human way possible to give 100% objective advice, because there's no way to be 100% objective. We cannot put ourselves in other people's shoes, even though we try to. It's just not physically, we can't do it. You cannot think from someone else's mind. So having said that, make sure that you're taking things like this with a grain of salt, and not like attaching your whole like meaning and like value to something like that someone else said. And then my third point about it would be to just pull from it what you can that's valuable to you. So it's like if you heard somebody insulted you, it's like if somebody gave you like criticism that wasn't, like critical criticism, whatever it's called, what is it? Constructive criticism, that's what I'm thinking. But it wasn't, so it was just kind of like mean. If you can still look at that and say, okay, well, what are they really saying? What are they telling me here? Could I be more blah, blah, blah? Could I use less da, 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 da? And take the actual value from it, if there's any, and then keep it fucking moving. So let's look at what this person said. It's your fault. Okay, well, we already know that. You're always manifesting, so who cares? Okay, great. Yeah, I know it's my fault. Thanks, and for being too clingy. Okay, maybe I'm being too clingy. Thank you. That's one note I'll listen to. They deserve better. You can go fuck yourself with your rude ass opinion. That's one of those things that's like, that's through your lens. I don't give a fuck what you think. So we'll send that one off to the side. Don't need it. I didn't need it anymore, so I threw it away. And then need to do more self-love. You know what? You're right. I do need to work on myself. Thank you. That's some great advice. So I needed to work on myself and surrounding the areas of being clingy or being too attached or not, not having my own sense of self enough to separate from this person and allow them to do what they're doing while I do what I'm doing. Great. That's amazing advice. So what I'm going to do now is start practicing more self-love. I'm going to start paying attention to how I feel and what I'm missing from myself, what I'm missing from the world. And I'm going to start giving that back to myself. Do I need to, I can see I can see Black Moon. Yay. Okay. Sorry. Do I need to pay more attention to myself? Do I need to listen to myself more? Do I need to listen to myself less? Meaning like your insecurities and stuff. Just really doing a diagnosis of what you're lacking and what you can be giving to yourself. And then of course, start giving that to yourself, pay attention to yourself, trust yourself, believe in yourself, give yourself nicer affirmations, literally treat yourself better, like a person, like you would a person that you liked, and then start working your way up from there. And just using affirmations that describe the opposite of being clingy and how excited that person is to be with you and they miss you when you're not around and shit like that. And just change the script. But like I said earlier, if you're going to tell the story, you got to sell the story. So you need to act like that's your reality. And that's kind of like the work. The self-love is being the person who is loved. And you got to start with you. It's got to start here first. So, and I'm excited for you to go on this journey because it's going to be great and illuminating and beautiful and eye-opening and just opening, heart-opening and transformational and transcendent, and just get you to a better place and just allow it to be that. Tell that story and don't stop telling it. And thank you so much for your donation, Tiffany. Thank you. Appreciate you, babe. She says, hey girl, so I did the SP workshop. I'm in all the Zooms for SPs, but I'm not OMG where my SP at. I would like one, but it's still not at the top of my list yet. Okay, so, well, here's your option. A, does that matter that it's not the top of your list? And if so, then put it at the top of your list. You know, like if you are treating it as not a priority, then it's not a priority, you know? So I would just kind of do some evaluating and some self-diagnosis. Like, do I need a person right now? Am I ready for a person right now? Because you may have done the mental work. You may have done the learning work, right? Doing the homework and doing the learning is one thing, but you have to go out into the real world and apply it, you know? So it's like you could pass all your college courses, but if you don't use your degree, you're smart about stuff. That's cool. It's great. You have that great knowledge. When you're ready to use it, you'll have it. But you have to decide if that's where you want to go. And if you don't want to work on SP right now, don't. That's valid. It's your life. It is not everything, you know? And like, just because you are going on this like personal journey and kind of figuring out what's going on with Tiffany, do that. If you want someone there by your side, then understand that you still have to go on this journey to get to that spot. And that's what that, you know, the workshop is about, is like getting you through that process. But you can also take that information and like use it for other things and like apply it to something else that's not people. Apply it to, or even love, or, you know, you can apply it to career. You can apply it to figuring your stuff out. Just kind of take all that, go back through and then listen to it as somebody working on career, you know? So like I always say career is my SP. So if you treat your SP, or excuse me, your career in the same way that you treat an SP, doing the same work and the same, you know, mental diet or whatever, then you can bring that into your life just the same way that you would bring an SP that you didn't, you know, someone you didn't know versus somebody that was specific, and not an NSP, a non-specific person, if that made sense. Joshua Dorfman, thank you, Ryland. That's the other person. That's another one of the meditations that we went to last week. Okay, Renee says Saturday sermons instead of Mondays. So Saturday and Mondays are going to be different things. Mindset Monday is here for now. We're keeping it for now. And then the Saturday sermons is going to be a different thing. This is going to be like a meditation, intentional kind of healing situation journey. I think we're doing, it's like $15 to get in. You can do it every week or not. You can come in whenever you want, whenever you're kind of wanting to clear your shit or get aligned or get motivated. Like I know Ryland, she goes to a lot of these like every week. So she's been like pushing me to do this for a while, and it's only because I finally went to some that I'm like, okay, all right, I see it now. So it's meditation, it's healing, it's kind of like a church thing, I guess. That's why we're calling it a Saturday sermon, but just so people understand that like it's preaching, it's getting you mentally, we're taught, you know, it's just about like priming yourself and kind of like, again, clearing out the shit and bringing the new stuff in. If you're somebody that meditates every day, it might be nice to have something guided, or it might, maybe you don't need it because you already meditate. But if it's something that you want to try a new thing, or you want to work something different into your practice or expand your practice, I'm excited. It's going to be something cool. And part of why I'm doing this is because I feel like I've spent so much of my, like, this last year, as I'm kind of looking back on everything, it's been so much about ignore the feelings, listen to the thoughts, which, is important, because the feelings aren't what are doing the manifesting necessarily. It's more the thoughts. However, the feelings are still there, and they're valid, and they do affect the thinking sometimes, even the strongest, most practiced people are susceptible to their own feelings, as they should be. So part of what I'm doing is I want to work the feeling part back into it, because even me dropping the feeling, like, I'm not as, like, in the best place as I was when I was doing the feeling stuff with the mind stuff, so I think that bringing that, I don't want to use the word spiritual. I try to avoid any labels like that, but bringing that more of, like, the soul connection, the internal, the unseen, the emotional body part back into my teachings and back into my practice is where I'm supposed to go. I'm having, like, a lot of full circle moments right now. Like, it's like the year anniversary of my business and all these things happening. And it's like a return to basics is what's happening. And I need to bring the feeling and the body, the emotions back into the story, because I've been kind of, like, pushing them down for too long, maybe. Except Rage. She does not know how to rip. No, she knows how to give a request. She's good. She's fine. But, once it's like, it's hard to necessarily, like, pick and choose which emotions come out and which don't. So when you are blocking emotions in one direction, you're blocking them in the other way as well. So yeah, so the Saturdays will be about, I don't want to use the term, like, healing, especially because I'm not trying to, like, piggyback off the people who inspired me to do it. I want to make it my own thing. And, obviously there's still so much, like, value in what they're doing, because I'm going to it, right? Not saying that I'm anything special, but I'm going there. So you go there too. I'm going to have my own thing that I bring to you guys in my way of doing it. That's more Roxy Talks oriented and focused with our practices. So yeah, if you're interested, the Saturday sermons are happening soon. You can get on my mailing list if you want updates about that. So we'll be letting you know through the email. Okay, we have a few super chats coming through. I'm sorry I didn't get to them. I see them. Okay, where are we? I think we're at Allison. Okay, Allison says, and thanks so much for your donation, says, my SP makes plans with me and then cancels last minute a lot. How would you react and how would you change this? Okay, so first things first, your a lot with your exclamation point, that's part of it, right? Because that's your story and you're selling it. It's the story you're telling, it's the story you're selling. He makes changes a lot. He always cancels plans. Part of it is that's your definition of him, is Mr. Always Cancels Plans. So you have to strip that name tag off of him and put on one that says Mr. Always Shows Up, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Stable, Mr. Always Keeps His Word, Mr. Makes Plans for me, or, fits me into his life, always includes me, always prioritizes me, things like that. And the way I would change that is scripting. Definitely put it into your scripting about how reliable he is. You can always count on him. He always shows up. He always comes through. He's always there for you no matter what. You can always count on him, shit like that. Start working it into your scripting. And then, like, I can't guarantee this, but I'm seeing this major pattern emerge. When you start scripting something and putting it into your story, you are immediately, within, like, the next 24 to 48 hours, tested to see. And usually it's, like, for me, like, I script about it and the next day it's completely validated what I scripted. And if it's something that I'm trying to change, I have that option to take the new road or to reaffirm my current. And if you reaffirm your current, that's okay. You just stay where you are. And it's almost like you failed the pop quiz today, where you could have gone on to the next grade, but you didn't. So now you have to stay in the same grade and take it over again. So start putting in your scripting, start changing the story about him in your scripting, in your mind, and then you have to behave that way, meaning that's the last time you ever say he cancels plans on you. We're going to give this rest in peace right here, this little green square. Thank you. Send you off because you're done. That's the last time we ever say that. And we cannot define him that way. You cannot expect him that way to do that anymore. You start telling the story about how he always includes you. We always make plans. We always do the plan. And we always even do more. And it's always even more than I expected. And he has all these things planned for me. We have such a great time we're together. He loves being around me. I'm his favorite person. And then the next time he asks you to do something, yes, I would love to. And then you go to work because your old story is going to start playing out. Just like I was saying earlier about when I married my husband, when our old story kind of came back through, I was telling that same shit and I was getting the same shit I was getting years before. So from now on, once you tell this new story, you must react that way. And so you're going to be on top of your thoughts. The moment those plans are made, or the moment you start talking to him, whenever your insecurities or the story of watch, he's probably going to cancel it. Wonder when he's going to cancel it this time. Whenever those thoughts start coming through, you need to be catching, flipping, bagging and tagging, whatever you want to call it, getting those thoughts out and replacing them with the ones we just went through, all those affirmations I just said earlier. And thank you for your donation. Good luck. Let us know how it works for you. Isna, thank you so much for your generosity. Okay. She says, how often do you recommend meditation? I did it daily and then stopped, and my SP isn't talking to me hardly anymore. I'm thinking there's a correlation. Thoughts? I'm going to say 100% there's a correlation. Not because I'm just, the meditation master, but because, first of all, you said it, so and you are manifesting it. And B, like immediately it was the first thing in my mind was like, well, I stopped meditating daily and then my person stopped talking to me. Are they correlated? Probably. If they're not, either way, meditation is great to work back in. So I would say if you can fit it back in, even if it's like 15 minutes a day, do that. I used to tell everyone to meditate every day. Like even in the, I think in the 30 days of alignment, I don't know if I kept it in the new version, but even in the OG version, it definitely was like meditate every day. And I really used to do that. I just kind of stopped myself, but I was at my happiest and most content, like emotionally that I've ever been when I was meditating every day. So again, that's why I think it's time to work this stuff back in. It's been a year for me personally, just worrying about my thoughts. I need to bring my feelings back into consideration and the deeper underlying things. So I would say that it's probably related, and start meditating again and make sure you're doing your scripting and don't slack on your mental diet. And thank you so much for your generous donation. Danielle, thank you so much, says, how to get over fear of SP finding out about you manifesting them if you don't want me to know. Hopefully they're not on this live, or they are, and they're excited about it. So, okay. All right. Can you just say that instead of expecting them to be mad or weirded out or anything like that about it, that they're excited, they think it's really cute, and that they've been manifesting you this whole time as well? I would just pick something different that doesn't sound that like the opposite of that, or best case scenario. I always say like just something different than that. What would you like it to be? What would you prefer? If they found out you were manifesting them, how would you want them to react? Just best case scenario, like absolute best thing that could happen. For me, I probably personally would say like, to find out they've been manifesting you too, or they had a crush on you the whole time. So that's where I would go with it. Every time you start to fear that, I'm not really worried because I already know they're manifesting me. I can feel it. When I'm feeling that connection, I know it's because they're manifesting me. And even if that's bullshit, just you saying it is A, obviously manifesting a version of them that manifests you, and B, it's easing your mind while you're kind of going through that and dealing with it. Lindsay, hello to Holland. How are you? And thank you so much for your generosity. Happy life. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Happy life. Thank you so much. Says, I live with SP and want to manifest a behavior to go away, but witness it every day. How do I get rid of it? Okay. Your issue is of your sentences where you said you witness it every day. Says who? Says you? You don't, because you're manifesting that. So let's make something up. Let's say that they don't take out the recycling. Let's say they never put their dirty socks away. They come home, they take their shit off, and they leave their stinky socks right in the middle of the living room every single day, no matter how many times you tell them not to, they just keep fucking leaving them there. Well, first of all, we have a high expectation, high expectation to see those fucking socks in the middle of the floor every day, right? Every day. When are the socks going to get there? When the socks aren't there, oh, it's so nice that the socks aren't there. So it's like the story of the socks is heavily around. So we need to start selling the story of the absence of the socks and how amazing your person listens to you and trusts you and does things without you having to ask, and you guys are on the same wavelength and they know exactly how you feel and they want to validate it, and they agree with you 100%. They are on board with it as well. They want to come through and be reliable on that subject for you. You have to begin telling that new story, and then again, right, tell it and then sell it. So that means that you have to stop witnessing it every day. Now, does that mean that your eyeballs don't see it? I don't know. Could. Doesn't really matter because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I can't see shit. My living room is clean. Floor is spotless. Not a thing on it. Great. Love it. It's amazing. I love having this situation where I'm comfortable in my home and people around me do these things and they agree with me and we are all on the same page and everybody flows together and harmony and greatness and peace and blah, 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 blah. Like you have to, you need to change the witness it to ignore it. I ignore it every day, but in a productive way. We ignore it while also telling a new story. Ignore it while changing the way you're considering it, because the way you're considering it is what is keeping it around. So we have a great partner. We live in this amazing thing together. They're so considerate and kind. Greatest roommate ever. Yada, yada, yada. Changing the story, telling it and selling it. That's my new thing. I like that. Just make sure that you're doing that. Like you can rewrite the story, but then you have to carry it out and you have to, again, like we were talking earlier, making peace with what's already here, make peace with it by not being triggered by it. And, that's a choice. Like knowing what your triggers are and then knowing how you react to them allows you to step in between that moment and redirect that ship. And that's what you're going to have to do. But you can do it. It's easy. It's getting easier every single day. You're seeing progress. It's barely a thing anymore. I can't believe that was an issue. I can't believe I thought that was an issue. It's so easy. I don't say shit anymore. Everything's great. Start saying that stuff. And thank you so much for your generous donation. Kelly, thank you so much, says, severe addiction to my spouse. I've treated it as third party. Upsetting shifts lately that I'm working on seeing as a bridge of incidents. Any advice? Thank you. Okay, so I think that you're on the right track. Definitely treating as a third party. Telling a new story, but so, okay. Are you seeing progress? I'm wondering if two things are happening. One, you're seeing some progress, but like just kind of like what I was talking about earlier is like we have to continually like reassess our approach and our thoughts about the situation, because like as you achieve the manifestations, you have new insecurities and doubts about that you didn't know you were gonna like have. So you can't really plan ahead for them because you don't know what that's gonna feel like once you have the thing that you have. So if you have made progress in your manifestation, but maybe it's like not as far along as you thought it would be, so you're allowing doubts, worries, fears, insecurities, affirming the 3D reality, things like that to affect the story you're telling. It might be both things. And then also, I know you're just telling me here, but you're describing the addiction as severe. And that may seem like a trivial point, but it's like, I have like a one sentence to kind of go off of here. And I would just say that if that definition of severe addiction is the name tag on your spouse, they can't do anything else but be severely addicted to something. So I would just be honest about what you're truly telling yourself throughout the day and how you're reacting and what your definition of is of this person currently. Not what you want it to be, not what you think you're selling, because you're obviously not, right? Or we're not quite there. We're still working through it. So Also understanding that a rough patch is okay. It just means nothing. It means nothing. Don't let it mean anything. Life is happening, and that's okay. We're navigating through it. You're getting better every day. They're getting better every day. It's getting easier on both of you guys. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and we can see it. So make sure that you're not just treating it as a third party while still defining them as a spouse with severe addiction. You have to do both, like you got to sweep up every corner of your shit, because there's like dust in a lot of places. And then I'm working on seeing it as a bridge of incidents. Absolutely. Because sometimes, that saying, it's always darkest before the dawn, shit like that happens. Like sometimes when you're working on something, it feels like the exact opposite is coming or happening, but that's when you have to like double down on it and be really, really focused and convicted in your new story. That's when you're selling it really hardcore, is when it appears to be doing the opposite. You have to keep it going no matter what happens. So, it's just again, being honest with yourself about where you're at now, not where you wish you'd be, which is fine. Knowing where you want to go is great, but don't fool yourself into thinking that you're there and then not deal with what's actually going on. Like I said, I think I said it in the podcast I'm coming up on, or maybe I said it in a video. I don't remember. I talk so much. Basically, I was saying, if you're trying to get from point A to point B, you're not going to be able to go anywhere if you don't know what point A is or where it is. You don't understand what point A is, or you're not quite there at point A yet. You think you are, but you're not. So you have to be honest with what point A is, and then work from there forward and change your story about your person. Third party approach is a good way to do it, but make sure you're not just, I am changing somebody in my life who is an addict. I'm working on changing them, and it's a rough patch. That's your story that you just typed to me. And that is not, I have a happy, healthy, whole spouse and everything's working out. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so you got to work on your own story, work on your, your reactions. Thank you for, taking care of this person and being there for them. I'm sure they appreciate it, and just keep going, And thank you for your question and your donation. Okay, Life of Nikki, thank you so much. Says, hey, Roxy, love you. How do you feel about psychics and spiritual work like voodoo in regards to law of attraction? I was told someone worked on my SP. I don't really. Part of me doesn't believe in it at all. Wait, let me back up. Psychics, I believe, are just much more in tune with the energies around them, and they're able to read your current energy. So, they're going to tell you like what path you're currently on when you talk to them. Spiritual work like voodoo, I wasn't saying I don't believe in it. I believe that your intentions. I see, this is where it gets weird. I don't know, because part of me is like, it's all in the mind of the, it's all in the mind of the beholder. But also, I also know somebody very close to me who was the object of a voodoo situation that like almost killed this person, but also like brought them around to where they need to be, spiritual awakening type shit. So I don't know. It's like part of me like was the giver of that spell's version, and then this version of my friend who almost died, were they manifesting each other unknowingly, or because that person was in a situation that was like taking them off of the path of life that they wanted to be necessarily, not in a bad way, but it caused them to go after their art versus being like in a regular job, because they were in the hospital for like 2 months. So I don't know. It's like, we just talked to this person yesterday and about that situation and how much it helped them get to where they are now, and they're finally doing what they love. So was that a manifestation of theirs? Probably. Obviously, everything is. So how much does that voodoo part of it have to do with it? I don't know. But I know that person also had a bunch of psychics telling them that there was a voodoo shit on them. And there's a whole bunch of, I'm glossing over. This isn't my story to tell. So I just don't want to give any deets. It's not me. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, we're back. Okay. So it's not my story to tell. So I'm being very vague about it. The point is, I don't know. I really don't know. Again, my initial thing is just like, you are in control no matter what. So if somebody reads your current energy and tells you something that you don't like, okay, change your fucking energy and your thoughts about it. If someone tells you someone else has a spell put on them, don't fucking believe it. Don't give into it. Don't give that spell any power. Because if you give it power, then essentially you'd be moving yourself into a reality where that spell does work on them. I guess. Right? I'm just trying to think of this like in the most logical sense, how it would work according to my belief system. So yeah, I think everything is our own manifestation. Obviously, there are things at hand that we cannot see. There are things larger than us. I just don't know what the extent of that is. And I don't think anybody does. So I try not to assume too much. I just kind of go off of what I've experienced, what the people around me have experienced, and what I understand as far as manifesting and, whatever is going on Earth is, I guess. So I don't know, but just don't listen to that. Don't take any stock in it, except to say, oh man, I have some funky fears going on around this subject, but I'm not going to give into them. Okay. Okay, right, I have to read this. My boyfriend was a little sassy the other night. I was in the middle of my scripting, ignored him, and scripted how awesome our relationship is. The next morning, I woke up to flowers. It's true, I saw them. I saw the picture. Linda, ooh, this is a freaking good question. Where did it go? I lost it. Shit. Oh no. Oh, Queen Apple, thank you so much. That was a very sweet free donation. That's very nice. Okay. Where is Linda? There we go. Okay. Interesting. Never been asked this question before. Linda says, do you think chronic depression / anxiety is a sign of a bad mental diet? And do you think working with calming the emotions first can improve your mental diet, or can you manifest with chronic? Where's the rest of this? Is there any more? With chronic. Okay, with chronic stuff. Okay. I've never thought about it that way. Is depression and anxiety a sign of a bad mental diet? I mean, I'm gonna have to say, oh my God. This is a touchy subject. This is a really touchy subject. I don't want to say that. I would say that it is obviously a little bit of nature, right? It's a little bit of nature and a little bit of nurture. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I know that like depression can be passed down, right? I'm not making that up, right? I don't know if people are naturally predisposed to anxiety and depression, or if that is something that is developed. Like, like a personality disorder is not like a mental health, or let me rephrase that. Personality disorder is like developed through usually trauma, but with life, it's not something that you're born with. I don't know that about anxiety, depression. Honestly, I don't know if that is something that is passed. I mean, that sounds stupid for me to say that. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But do I think it's a sign of a bad mental diet? I just don't think that's the nicest way to say it. But I guess essentially, if you really want to break it down, letting depressive thoughts and anxious thoughts spiral is not a healthy mental diet. Yeah, and let me know. I don't know shit about these things, so don't fucking take my word for anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm answering this question as an opinion from what I've seen. I don't know 100% about either. But I don't know shit about either. Let me just say that instead. But have I made videos about how you can out-manifest depression and anxiety with your mental diet? Yes, I have. Let's just put it that way. Calming the emotions and improving the mental diet. Yeah. So, but not first and then. I do it simultaneously. You calm the emotions with the mental diet. Everything's fine. We're okay. We're all good. Just breathe. It's okay. I got this. It's okay. We're okay. We're fine. Everything's okay. It's working out. I don't know. Something better than, oh fuck, or whatever it sounds like in your head. If you choose that thought instead of if you choose that everything's okay versus the oh fuck thought, at the very least, you don't spiral as hard or as far. So if that's all it does, great. That's a fucking great tool to use when you have depression or anxiety, literally. I mean, like at the very least, if that's all it does. But it also manifests, it also shortens the length of your spiral session because you're not taking it 20 miles down the road. And it helps you lengthen the time between the next episode because you're not building up as much anxiety ridden or depressive thoughts because you're controlling them. So overall, it is much obviously smarter to work on controlling your thoughts while you're having those emotional feelings going on. Lillian, what do I think about the trend of TikTok shifting to Hogwarts? What I really think when I see it is kids. That's really, I'm like, these fucking kids. You know, I think that it's opening up a lot of people's mind to law of attraction. That's cool. Have I tried to do it? No, I don't know if it works. I don't know. I talk about shifting realities all the time. I have never, obviously, like I said, I just made a video about going to Hogwarts. I've been there at Universal Studios, Florida and California. Florida is better. I don't know. I just think it's like, of all the TikTok trends, it's the lower on my list of things that annoy me, right? Like, I mean, not that I give it that much attention, but like the TikTok dancing is like way more offensive than the fucking Hogwarts shit. My personal opinion. So, okay. A Facebook question I'll get to in just a second. Jump Dash, thank you so much for the donation, says, I stopped chasing him, but now I feel like I'm too confident. Like I'm not being needy enough or complimenting him enough. Do you have advice? Well, okay. You can be confident and complimentary, right? You can be confident and pleasant to be around. You can be confident and kind. So be all those things. Confident, kind, complimentary, and pleasant to be around. That's like the fucking, I was going to say trifecta, the quadfecta. What would you call this? That's the ultimate foursome. To being like, you know, a good social person. So instead of like, you don't need to be needy to be, you know, obviously in a relationship at all. Just like being confident in a relationship is a good thing. Knowing that your person wants to be around you and not questioning that is like paramount to having a good relationship. One of the things at least. But I would just start saying, I always compliment him. We're so nice to each other. We compliment each other. We match each other perfectly. We have this great chemistry. We're on the same page, stuff like that. If you want to be treating him better, just like I said earlier, tell it and sell it. Say that you are doing that, treating him better and acting that way, and then fucking do it. And your beautiful relationship is unfolding as we speak. Congrats, and thank you so much. And Glitterfied, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Okay. Amy says, oh, hi, Amy. Okay, says, how can I manifest my SP's divorce happen more quickly? Well, start saying it's happening really fucking quickly. Oh my God, this is happening. Holy shit, it's already happening. It's happening so fast. Oh my God, this moves so fast. I've heard people say that divorces take a long time, but this one seems to just be fucking flying out of here. Like, this is happening so fast. Say that it's happening fast. And then every time you start to think it's happening slow or notice the speed of it, say that it's fast. Just don't take any opportunity to affirm the opposite of what you want. Bree says, what are your thoughts about people saying you shouldn't use certain words when you affirm? Words like don't, can't, never, and won't. Okay. My feeling on that is that I think it's, what I gleaned from that whole idea is that it's more about the underlying emotion or like the intention with what you're saying, right? So like taking the secret example, it was like, you know, I don't want bills or whatever, like no bills, you know, like if you say no bills, you're saying no to bills and you're actually like drawing them towards you. Well, no bills, like that energy, of course, is it's calling more bills to you because you feel strongly about how many bills you have. That's going to manifest. But if it's something like, how about this? This is what popped into my head. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. That affirmation is like, nice try, bitch. Not me. You're gonna have to wake up earlier to get me. But it's like it's irrelevant. What you're saying when you're saying that affirmation is like, nice try, but sorry. I'm in charge here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a completely different energy. Like the word not, it's like, it's just like, I don't know. It's the negation of the whatever we're talking about that is the issue, not like the word itself. Like, don't you dare, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can say these things in different ways that aren't, like, do you get what I'm saying? I think it's what you're actually saying. What are you communicating? That's what it is. What are you communicating? So I just think that like the semantics of it doesn't necessarily always matter. It's the energy that it's like, again, the truth of what you're saying. That makes sense. Craig, Felicia, Tiffany. Tiffany, Craig, Felicia. What if I sing Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child? Okay, so if you're singing that, understand that the message of that song is like, you need to be out on this tall to ride this ride. It's setting standards, basically. So if you want to use that song, use it in the way that is about setting standards for what you want. Fakia. I see your comment. Okay. She's in Facebook too. Okay. Laura Martinez says, sorry, that's not part of my energy / motive is the best thing about all the negatives that try to trip me up. Yeah. So I always say, not in my reality, not in my story. Like, ooh, that sucks for you, but not over here. I say shit like that too. And it's the same thing. It's like, not in my reality. The not, do you get what I'm saying? It's yeah. It's the, what are you saying? Julia says, this is a good one. This is something we never talked about, I don't think. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit. Julia says, I need some advice on how to manifest my friends to like my SP because I want, is it male? I want them all to like my future husband so we can all hang out. So they love him. They love you guys together. They think you're such a fun couple. You're their favorite couple. You guys inspire them. He gets along so well with your friends. You love seeing him interact with your friends. Just kind of like, just telling a new story. Tell the story of what you actually want to experience instead of saying that they don't like him or implying that they don't or whatever you're already doing. Stop doing that. Do something different. Fakia says, honestly, our brains are too smart to not understand the whole concept of a sentence, even if it has something like don't or not. Yeah. Yeah. We're computers, for fuck's sake. Okay, here it is. Okay, what time is it? Tiffany, Craig, Felicia, Tiffany. Oh, both the Tiffany's. Okay, both Tiffany's just came through. So Tiffany, Craig, Felicia says, thank you so much for doing. Oh shit, we're frozen. Okay, here we go. Tiffany, Craig, Felicia says, I have a friend who's high up in a record company. I sent him a song asking for criticism. He said, sure, but it's been a month and haven't heard back from him. Should I treat this like a manifesting SP? Yeah, it is, because it is. Specific person does not necessarily mean romantic. It just means, a person, someone that one. My first manifesting a person was not a romantic Well, I mean, I guess technically you think about my husband, but like the first time I like really realized what I was doing was not romantic at all. So yeah, so start intending that they love the song, they have time to listen to it. Because remember that, you know, they're probably very busy and they probably have a lot of other songs to listen to that they're paid to listen to. Not that they, you know, don't want to listen to yours, but start intending that they do. They love your music. They're like totally into it. They're listening to it on their, you know, when they're not at work because they actually truly enjoy it. You know, start saying stuff like that. And yes, treat it like an SP. Do it. And then tell us what happens. What kind of music are you doing? Please let us know. Thank you. And I'm sure everybody is excited to hear it. And thank you so much. Appreciate you. Tiffany, famed Tiffany, other Tiffany says, and thank you so much, when my friends complain about their SPs, stop and flip their words to what I know they really want. By me doing it, can it shift their SP for them? Yes, because you are manifesting them and their SP. There you go. They're just reflections of you. Like they're gonna be, you know, the versions that you put out your feelers for. You know what I'm saying? We know how we manifest people. Everyone is you pushed out. That's what we're looking for. Those are the words we understand. So that includes your friend and their SP. So yes, you can shift it for them, but it's just shifting you, really, essentially. Because you're going to start seeing your friends as people who can get their SPs, and that's what's going to allow you to see your friends get their SPs in your reality, whatever the fuck that is. I hope that answers your question. Thank you. Appreciate you guys so much. Okay. So don't forget, guys, we're going to be hosting a new weekly thing. Mindset Mondays is staying for right now. I just don't know how long if I'm going to keep doing it every week. I might kind of pull back a little bit. I feel like, to be really honest with you guys, I'll be completely upfront. When I first started this channel, I just wanted to fucking like kill the algorithm. I wanted to bust out with content. I wanted to just be like, every search that you could do for manifesting, I wanted to come up on the front page for it. For whatever we're talking about, I want there to be a Roxy Talks video on that front page, right? So I just fucking, especially for those who've been here since the beginning, I have been putting out nonstop fucking content for a year straight. And I kind of feel like I have oversaturated myself in the market. And, you know, I think that there's some like I talk so much and I give so much information. And if I'm constantly live, constantly putting out videos every single day, there's something going on. There's not enough time for you guys to absorb the information and really put it into play before I have something else coming out. So I'm gonna be working on figuring this out a little bit. So Mindset Mondays might be cut back a little bit, but I will be doing the Saturday sermons. That's something different. That's more of like again, it's like healing. It's internal. It's intentional. It's not going to be like a Q&A at all. It's going to be like meditation, helping you grow through your situation, giving you the soul connection, and that's that again, spiritual aspect. I don't want to go there, but like the underlying, the unseen stuff, the stuff we can't see with our eye, the non-physical shit, it's going to give you support there. That's what it's about. It's supporting the emotional body. So Saturday sermons are coming. If you want more information about it, get on my mailing list if you're not already. RoxyTalks.com, the pink banner at the very top will get you on there. And then you can get the updates. And then make sure you like add me to your inbox or add me to your address book or whatever to make sure that they come through. Otherwise you won't get the updates about the Saturday sermons. Okay. All right, let's answer. We'll do 3 more. Deposit, that scare you too? It scared me. Bree, I don't see a community tab on the website. Is that still coming? Yes. So yeah, so I'm definitely working to like overhaul things. There's going to be a community tab. I'm just revamping everything. Like I told you, I hired business coaches, so I'm just really trying to. It's a new year for Roxy Talks, so we're elevating and refining. So community tab is definitely coming. That's something I'm working on. Also getting like more free resources for you guys. and kind of organizing my website in a little more like helpful way, I guess. So it's coming. Also, what else is coming? I was going to say is coming. I fucking remember. Okay. I love my people that are here helping support the Roxy Talks stream. Okay. Ooh, Bree. Thank you to everybody who's helping. I love seeing you guys helping each other, answering questions too. That's really nice. We really do have a great community, and that's why I want to bring you the community tab is totally coming. It's something coming soon. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. So the community tab is coming, and here's the deal. I'm gonna be doing less style channel stuff. I like the style channel, but I don't think it's something that we need to be putting out weekly. I'm gonna change it up. So this week's style channel is still happening according to schedule, but that's going to be the last one that's going to be weekly. And I'm going to do more things like if I do less videos on style channel, then I can make them more to what you guys want to watch. And like people want to see tour. I don't know if I'm going to do a house tour. Everyone keeps asking me for a house tour. And then I hear about people who do house tours getting robbed. I'm like, you guys don't need to see the inside of my house that bad. Watch Mr. Kate. But I might do like closet tours. I might do like hauls, like clothing hauls. There's gonna be like I can be more creative and interactive and have more like interesting stuff to put on the style channel if I'm not doing it every week. So tomorrow's gonna be the last, Wednesday's gonna be the last like typical style channel video that if you've watched them. So please join me Wednesday for that if you want. It's a Harry Potter look from Black Milk. I'm excited. And then we'll be switching up what I'm doing so that I can add value in other places that I'm like, it's like other things are taking away and I can't do things that like building, like the reason I'm saying this is because I can't really build that community tab while I'm working on a style video every single week now. So I'm going to stop doing that so that I can build the community and I can offer you guys more value in a different way than what we've been doing. We're shifting it, but still value, just different. Same, but different. Okay. Go ahead, Bruce. What's your question? Dina, you're awesome. Okay. Moonly, hi. How are you? Okay. How can I manifest a job? Well, okay, that's so vague. Okay, well, let's see. Start acting like somebody who's about to start a new job. Start maybe getting, putting yourself on a schedule. And not, getting up at a certain time. So I'm sending resumes from 8 to 10:30, and then from 10:30, I'm gonna take a break until 10:45, fucking whatever, doesn't matter. I'm gonna take a 15-minute break, and then I'm going to work on honing your skills or whatever it is that you're good at. Like doing the things that a person who's doing the things you're looking to do would be doing, like doing tasks and like working towards something. It doesn't even need to be like what you're doing a job for, I guess, more so like just be doing something, being productive so that you are getting the ball rolling as somebody who is putting out, like who's producing, right, for a reason, for a cause. Jobs are coming. Jobs come every day. Oh my gosh, I'm having all these offers. I'm the perfect candidate. People want to hire me. They're knocking down my door. No, don't say that. They're coming to me. I get emails every single day. I keep getting all kinds of callbacks. I'm getting all these interviews, like stuff like that. And make sure you're scripting about it. All kinds of job offers. You feel so abundant. Money's coming through every single day. Make sure that you're talking about money in a way that is not attaching it to jobs or working, and just, money's coming all the time, every single day. You have so many different revenue streams, so many different ideas come to you every day, all kinds of business opportunities. Just open up your thoughts and in your definitions and language about working in jobs and stuff like that. And then, tell it and sell it. Say that's happening, and then act like somebody who is producing, getting up on time, making things happen, completing projects, building this thing, researching this thing, looking for side gigs or whatever it is. Just like be of it. You want to work, then act, then work. You don't need someone to give you the job in order to work. Think about that. Okay, Bruce Wayne says, how to act as if while letting go. I'm manifesting height growth, and I firmly believe it's possible. It's hard, though, to act as if when I see the differences between my dream height and current height. Also, I've seen improvements, so I know it's happening. Haven't measured myself because I don't feel the need to. Okay, so the issue is that right here, like, okay, when you said it's hard, though, to act as if when I see the differences between my dream, okay, that is an affirmation. It's hard to act as if. You're affirming that. Don't affirm that anymore, okay? Because that's keeping you in a reality where it's hard to act as if. And then you fucking act as if. If you look in the mirror and all you can think of is there's that fucking short shit again. No, that's Mr. Tall Pants or whatever. Like, you must tell a different story. You can't just go around affirming your lack of height and expect to grow some. So, it's just the same. Let's say that we're manifesting weight loss or we're manifesting some abs. When you look in the mirror, no matter how fucking chunky you look, damn, I look good. I'm so skinny. Oh my God, I'm so tight. My body looks amazing. I feel so good. You have to be saying these things constantly. I feel so tall. Oh my God, I feel taller. I'm like taller than everybody in this motherfucking room. Is my head gonna hit the ceiling? Like, I don't know. Just like thinking tall thoughts. And just do it. You have to do it. You just make yourself. You make yourself. It's a game. It's a game to see how good you can be at ignoring what your eyeballs see and continuing to tell the story that you want, no matter what's happening. So play the game and win it. Denise Esposito. I've been manifesting my SP for a year. What is one piece of advice that you can give me to speed it up? Dina. Love you. Not to call you out. I want to hear from you because you are somebody who has recently manifested your person after a gap. Can you please offer Denise one piece of advice to speed up her manifesting of an SP for over a year? Bruce got you? Good. Awesome. Okay. That's what Bruce needed to hear. Fakiha says, you water your plants, not cuss at them. It grows because you give it water and light. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Tiffany, I'm doing R&B funky disco-ish. Oh, there's something that should have Okay. All right. We're waiting on Dina. Maybe Dina's busy right now. Okay. We'll come back to it. Dina's, I know I'm supposed to be getting off here. I set my own. What are this week's videos about? Thank you, Lila. Okay. So, which one do we start with? Okay. Ooh. Tomorrow's video, manifesting an X back. Ooh. Thursday's video, 30 days of alignment. We're talking about 30 days focusing on your shit, going hard, like a boot camp, giving yourself what you need, moving forward. So that's what that's about. Obviously, we know 30 days of alignment is it's one of my signature kind of processes or programs, and it's what helped me change my life. So I did a updated video on it for Thursday, and then Friday is an updated video on my 360 method. So again, talking about manifesting 24/7, top to bottom, inside and out, all subjects, all days, no days off, no subjects off, no thoughts off. So that's what we're talking about this week. Yeah, just getting you like Tight. Okay, Dina's advice to Denise says, Denise, you have to get on top of your thoughts. Affirm all day long. Live in the end. It's already yours. Live in your imagination if you have to. Do not give the old story any attention anymore. Thank you, Dina. Sage words of advice from somebody who just had some magic coming through. Bruce Wayne, thank you. I'm glad that worked for you. I appreciate you. Okay. Celia says, perfect timing for 30 days of alignment. It is. Yeah, it is perfect timing. We're always need to get aligned. And it is also like, just was the year anniversary of Roxy Talks, the biz. Okay. Okay, and then she also said, Dina, to Denise, I'm serious. Once you stay on top of it and dedicate yourself to this process, you will see a huge shift and it will work. You have to do it day in, day out. There's just, there can't be any slacking going on, because anywhere there's slacking is just like, it's just, that's your separation. Wherever you're slacking, everybody, wherever you are slacking in your mental diet is where your blocks are. Okay. That's what's standing in the way of whatever it is that we're talking about, is wherever you're slacking in your mental diet. Bree says, I don't know who said they want to manifest their SP not moving away, but I did it, so it's possible. He did move for school, but then he came back and now he goes to school 10 minutes away from my school. There you go. I've heard stories like that too. They'll move for a little while, so that's why you got to keep affirming, even if it feels like the opposite happened, because they can come right back. Okay. Pandora's box says, how ironic for this question. I mean, you know. Hey, Roxy. For any question, I guess. Hey, Roxy, I made an illness worse by focusing on it. How specifically did you heal? Did you get rid of your shingles? Because I'm not sure whether to focus on erasing it or should not focus on it at all. Okay. The problem is that you think that those two things have to be separate. You can do both. Okay. So you fucking ignore the fuck out of it. Don't give it a name. Stop calling it whatever. Don't even call it by its name anymore. That's the first thing I did. I think I said the word shingles maybe 2 times the entire time that I had it. I never, like, I spoke it into existence to like tell my mom that I thought I had it. That was like, and I might have said it one other time to like tell something or a person or something, like maybe my best friend. But like, other than that, I never fucking said its word. I never said shingles. I did not say that word. That was the first thing. So I starved the plant. I did not give it any attention. Like, I remember specifically one time I was at a birthday party and like my shirt just barely brushed. I was wearing like the lightest fabric shirt that I had, and it just in like a loose one, and it barely brushed against it, and it felt like I got stabbed. Like, shingles fucking sucks, man. So I felt like I got stabbed and I like winced from it. I was like, oh fuck. And the person, his birthday was, asked me how, you know, are you okay? Like, is everything fine? And I was like, I wanted to say, oh motherfucker, got this fucking shingles, dude. It's like I wanted to say so bad, like how much pain I was in, but what was that going to get me? More shingles. So I just said, no, I'm okay, I'm fine, even though I wanted to. And that was just kind of how I treated it. It wasn't getting my attention. And then the time I would give it attention is when it was like, when I was erasing it. If I was giving it attention, I was erasing it. So if it's on your mind, erase, literally erase it from your mind. Erase. I would use Photoshop in my mind. Just like a smudge tool, just smudging it away over and over and over and over and over. Smudge it away over and over and over and over and over. Smudge it away over and over and over and over and over again. And then like, yeah, so then, and then when my husband would crack open like a vitamin E capsule and then like rub it on it. And then while he was doing that, it was like, it was weird. It was like, it felt really good, but it also hurt really bad because it was satisfying because it was kind of like scratching an itch. So it was like itching really bad, but also hurt really because it felt like you're getting stabbed when you touch it. So it was this crazy, like, intense feeling. And I would just, the whole time he was rubbing that on there, I would be erasing in my mind. Erase. And that was it. I started of attention. I didn't call it by its name. And when I was giving it attention, it was to erase it. Okay. Okay. To the person who feels like they've lost everything, I was actually literally just speaking to you a second ago without, and I'm not like, I was like, oh wow, I manifested that comment because I was just thinking, I was just wondering about you. When I said a moment ago with this, when Bree was talking about the person that her SP moved and then they came back like 10 days later, that's what I want to try to communicate to you is like, even if everything feels like it's falling apart, that's your indication shit's happening. Okay. I know that I'm sure that it fucking sucks to be going through what you're going through. I know where you're at. We've talked about it a bunch. Like, I'm sure that it fucking sucks, but it doesn't suck though, right? Like, we cannot let that story happen. Cannot. Best thing ever, best case scenario. Thank God this has happened. You have got to stay in that story. And I've been telling you that since the beginning. No matter what happens, and literally when I'm saying that, I'm usually talking to you. No matter what happens, the new story has to stay in. This is for the better. It's only working out in your favor. There is going to be something really good that comes with this. I promise. I promise it, okay? Because you're putting in the work. You're a good person. You're getting there. Don't let the 3D world slip you up and trick you and make you think it's not working, because it is. Just keep focusing. Keep focusing. Earlier, even when I said it's always darkest before the dawn, keep that in mind. Bitch, if it is dark as fuck right now, good, because the dawn is coming. Good. I'm glad it's dark right now. I'm glad I've been stripped away of everything I thought that fucking mattered to me. Because you know what happens when you've been stripped of everything you think matters? You have all the room in the world for amazing shit to come your way. So do not let this feel like the end for you. This is just the beginning, and all of your loose ends have tied themselves up in a way that is priming and prepping you for something amazing to come through. And that is the only way you are going to look at that, period. Okay? At all. That's your job from until next week. When we talk next, that's what you're doing. You are going to best case scenario the shit out of your life right now. Okay? Because this is best case scenario. When I went through some shit over the summer, I had no choice but to best case scenario that shit. It wasn't something that I thought I manifested for myself, but I've been making a lot of peace with it. And what I heard, like going through these meditations, was we did it to make you a better person. So like my biggest drama and like issue that I've dealt with in a long time was really upsetting and hurtful to me as a person and a business owner. But if what it did was cause me to reevaluate what I was doing and the pace at which I was going, and insert more of the feeling back into my life, then that's what had to happen. So here for you. We're here for you, okay? You can do this. You can do this. It's good. It's a good thing. Okay. Dina, I appreciate you. Okay. Am I taking new clients for one-on-ones? I am still taking one-on-one clients. I'm going to be transitioning into group coaching, though, I think. We'll see. Again, we're just, it's life evolves. And actually, it's interesting, that TikTok question. That's part of like, not because of the shifting, but like just because of like, when I started this business, I didn't know what the fuck TikTok was. And now it's like, there's like TikTok manifesting. I was like one of the first manifestation people on TikTok when I joined like earlier this year. And now it's like everywhere, so even me as a manifestation coach, I'm having to adapt to the new landscape that is, social media, since that's the platform from which I operate. So, I'm glad to be changing things up. I get bored and like, after it's been a year of doing the same shit, and maybe a year of doing half a year the same shit, other half the year the other same shit. But I think changing and evolving and using the negative circumstances in your life as a launching point for something better is always, the way to go with these things. And that's really what I try to do, is like no matter what happens, again, best case scenario, I'm glad it happened this way because it could have happened so much worse if I wasn't intending best case scenario. And that's what I have to tell myself. No matter what's going on, it's always better. It's always good. It's always what needs to happen in order for the growth to move forward. So that's a little bit about what Saturday sermons are going to be like. It's going to be a little more, as if I don't preach enough, but, more healing with the words, more focusing on the emotional growth and not just like, I'm manifesting this and I want this person and I need a boyfriend. Where's my ex? And I want to get a house. Not to take away from that because that stuff is obviously important, but more about that soul connection and that like the repairing of the damage that we do with our thoughts and all the shit that we're going through, all the social media and the ups and downs, all the triggers and shit. It's kind of like helping repair that stuff. So Saturday sermons are coming. If you're interested, it's going to be an hour long every Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific. $15 to join. It's going to be a drop-in. You can just, if you just decide on, you wake up on Saturday and you're like, you know what, I'm going to take that fucking sermon today. I kind of feel shitty. You can just 15 minutes and join in, or $15 and join in. Or even if, you're planning it, you're working it into your week. I know my assistant, Ryland, she does these meditations weekly with several different shamans and meditation coaches and things like that. So she's just kind of been opening my eyes to that world. And again, I gained a lot of value from it. And I've also seen results from those already. I've seen results from the meditations and the stuff that we did in those sessions. So again, putting more focus on the feelings, the loving, the connection and the support system, our own personal emotional support system. That's what the Saturday sermons are going to be about. If you want information on when we start doing those, get on my email list, roxytalks.com. The pink banner at the very top will get you there. And then also make sure that you're getting the emails, like add me to your the inbox. What is it called? Address list? I don't know. I don't fucking know these things. Add it to your address list so that it'll come to your inbox because sometimes we will miss them. Okay. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm really excited about the Saturday sermon thing too, because I know it'll be healing. I know it'll be healing for me too, which is, kind of weird to say, but. Oh, and we're going to have original. So all the music that we use for the sermons is going to be all original from Malachi, our meditation music. So you'll get to hear like the music that we use for the affirmation tracks. We have a lot of meditation music that you haven't even heard yet that will be kind of like in the background of our session. So they'll be like, and also the thing about Malachi is like a total music nerd, and he will say that himself. So I'm not like blowing up anyone's spot when I say that. He's super into like the sacred geometry of it. So like he's literally, actually, that's all I'm gonna say. Let me just say that our meditation music is made intentionally. Like we are very careful about the frequencies that we use. We're very careful about the sounds that we use. We're very careful about, that's all I'm gonna say, the mixing, things like that. So it's done with you all in mind and to create the most peaceful environment. And I'm sure if you listen to the music, you can tell that like it's definitely thought out and like constructed. It's not just a random track, a pan flute playing an F all day. Okay. I'm breaking my own rules. I like talking to you guys. I like chatting with you guys. Not just like as a person, as peoples. Okay. Bruce Wayne, this video will be posted on my channel. Yes. So at the bottom of my channel, I have all my lives in a playlist. So you can see all my Mindset Mondays in the playlist. But he says, so he has his own healing essence in it. Yes. And Malachi is way more spiritual than I am. So the music is definitely made to heal and to connect and transcend like the music portion of it. Like he's super much more into that shit than I am. And he's like studying all these crazy astrology courses and like he's like doing a lot. So it's very intentional and 100% made with the user in mind. Like it's about you guys. Rylan says, OMG, so it's Saturday sermon plus a good sound healing experience. Yeah, you're right. It is. The sound healing will be, we can also be thematic with it because, he does like, again, like I said, he considers the frequencies and stuff like that when he makes them. So we, I can be very intentional about it and make sure that we're, you know, if we're talking about today's sermon's about self-esteem, then we would, you know, use something that's like in a frequency based around self-acceptance and understanding and connecting and things like that. Thrive with Lou says the meditation music is like a massage for your brain and spirit. Yeah, that's true. It is. People say that shit all the time. They're like, I feel like my brain's being massaged in our affirmation tracks and our rampage tracks. Is it online? The Saturday sermons? Yeah. So they'll be via Zoom. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. It's probably going to be just like a link on my, I don't know if I'll probably put it on my website, but definitely in the emails, a link on my website, and it'll just take you to Calendly, and you'll just like put it on your calendar right away. It's going to be super easy. Saturday sermons turning into a real life Chillosaurus Rex. Totally. Does listening to 440 hertz songs on Spotify affect my manifestations? Okay. I can't say, I don't listen. I don't know. They say 440 hertz is not good, right? It's not, you know, it's like the devil's tone or some shit. Like it's like not good. But do I know that? I don't know. Does 432 hertz music really do something? I don't know. Malachi thinks it does, and he's making the intentions for it. But like, my answer to the music that you're listening to on Spotify is like, I would be more worried about the lyrics than the frequency, because, you know, I don't know. I think the frequencies are kind of like, that's a good fucking question. I don't know. Here I am talking about these other frequencies, and I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. Again, I will say this again. I don't know the fucking answers to everything, right? I don't know what's really going on. I don't know what these vibrations and these energies are doing. I don't know what's out here beyond Earth. I don't know what's beyond what I can see. I can go off how I feel and how I've heard other people feel. Again, like I have people in my life like Malachi who do study the spiritual side, and he says that it fucking does something. I know Ralph Smart has talked about the frequencies in the music a lot too. So like if it's something that I don't know personally, I just kind of tend to default to what other people who seem to know what they're talking about say about it. But again, my advice for like the mainstream music is like the lyrics are going to be more detrimental than probably the frequency, I would guess. Because, you know, like, you know, depressing, like I've heard some songs sometimes, I'm like, it's so, I can't believe people like you made a whole song affirming, you don't like me, you never want to be around me, I annoy you. Like there was some song I heard and it was like, you don't like to be around me, I always make you unhappy, da-da-da. I'm like, this is the worst fucking song ever. Like, why are you affirming all that shit? Oh, here he goes. Okay, Mally, thank you. Mally says, your body has a frequency that it vibrates at, so the tones align your vibration. From a sound engineer. I'm not a sound engineer. I'm a sound maker. Ah! Okay. Karina says, 432 hertz slowed down Mozart is amazing. I definitely suggest your meditation. That's a great idea. I love slowed down music. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like to give anything away. I just like slow down music. Okay. P. Luna, I love Ralph Smart breathing in that good ass prana. Me too. Ralph Smart changed my life. I know I changed my life because I tell people and they're like, you changed my life. I'm like, you did that. But Ralph Smart really helped me change my life. Okay. Dina says, I can't listen to mainstream music anymore for that reason. Ugh, why? Okay, Mally also says, depending on what you are feeling the need to use them for, I would research tone. I like listening to binaural beats. and alpha waves at 5:32. There you go, from sound person. Craig Felicia, I can't meditate without a decent meditation instrumental, so I feel you. I'm the same. I have to have like a drone. I can only meditate to droning sounds. If there's any percussion, it like, because I'm a musician, I'm like anticipating the rhythm and I'm like going with the song. So I have to like have no percussion when I meditate, like droning sounds. And I also turn my AC up really high, like, well, not high. I turn my AC up and then my volume of my meditation music up really high, and then I can zone out. I can't do silence. I can't really sleep with silence either. All right, I guess I gotta go. My handler has said it's time to get off. Okay, guys. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Lulu says, can you meditate in silence? Can other people? Yes. Can I? No. I mean, can anybody? Yeah, you could, totally. I personally it's hard for me to concentrate in total silence. I have to have something to like zone out to. P, can you do a look on that updo the future? So pretty. Okay. Yeah, I can. Okay. So just randomly about the style channel, guys. This Wednesday is going to be the last video of like the regular every once a week thing. It's kind of just like, oh, it's a lot of work. So I'm going to scale it back to not being every single week so that I can bring you more stuff that you guys actually want to see. Like, I don't have time to do anything else but film my fucking getting ready because I'm so busy when I have to do that other video, or with everything else. But if I can pull that back, we'll probably do like maybe one video a month, like showing all the outfits from the month maybe. And then I can do things like more like tutorials or like, you know, hauls, room tours, clothing tours. People want to talk about like styling basics, things like that. So if you want more like other style stuff, I'm going to be changing it up. Go ahead and like leave me comments on the style videos and let me know what you want to see. But stay with me this Wednesday because this is going to be our last one and it's a Harry Potter look. So everybody loves Harry Potter. Melissa, you're so sweet. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Appreciate you. And I hope you're doing well. Very nice of you. Malachi, I guess this is a great time to let you know that I'm going to need like an hour's worth of meditation music. So we'll talk about that in person. I mean, like in real life. Love you guys. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are so sweet. Saturday sermons are coming. Oh yeah, we have a live workshop. SP. So it's SP oriented. It's different from anything we've done previous. It's going to be a different style. So if you've taken the SP workshop or you've taken my live workshops, even Mindset Monday, it's going to be different. So if you want some extra live interaction regarding SP, that's happening October 22nd. Got the confidence course that just launched. You can take that at your leisure. It's like an online class that you can take. It's all about building up confidence and shit with your own self. Saturday sermons are coming. What else is happening? Anything fun? Might start releasing more frequent affirmations. We'll see. We're working on it. Let us know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are looking for, what you're missing, what you want to see more of. I'm also working on changing up my video script so I'm not like just fucking talking so much about bullshit in the beginning, which I'm really good at doing. So reining myself in has been so easy. I'm really good at it. Yeah, so new video styles are kind of coming. More like, you know, more direct info and less like fluff. I'm trying, you know, that's just me personally. It's I love a good backstory. So that's happening. Again, I'm trying to like give you more value and take away less of the like the bullshit, right? So open to ideas. It's our 1-year anniversary. So I just want to, you know, we're getting back to basics a little bit, but then switching things up in a good way. Bringing the emotions back into the story a little bit. We don't want to become a slave to them, obviously, but we want to nurture them. That's something that I've been kind of ignoring in my own self for the last year and in my teachings a lot. I'm like, fucking fuck your feelings. Tell the story. But we do need to deal with them and we need to kind of like release, like it's a release valve. So the Saturday sermons are kind of like that release valve, getting this off. If you're someone who meditates every day, I applaud you. I really applaud you. It's so helpful. Manifesting more creativity. Okay. That's on my list. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Okay. Amanda, will the live workshop be recorded if we can't make it? Yes. Yes, it will be. So, okay. The live workshop is going to be recorded if you can't make it. So anybody that signs up will get the recording automatically. However, we are updating. We're kind of re-updating the SP workshop as well. So I think that the live workshop will only be available for repurchase in the new SP workshop. I don't think I'm going to have it by itself. I don't know yet. But so if you want it, if it's something that you're going to want, even if you can't make it and you're going to want the recording, definitely sign up for it now, because you might not be able to buy it on its own after it comes out. I think I'm going to keep it only as like part of the new SP workshop package. I'm going to combine the live and the original class, update the class a little bit, offer some new affirmations are going to come with it and things like that. So if you are interested in the SP live workshop this month, and even if you can't make the live show but you want the recording, I would suggest just signing up for it, just because, again, I don't think that it's going to be available otherwise, unless you buy the SP workshop again. I hope that makes sense. Again, guys, I got new business coaches, so we're what I'm doing is showing you guys how to update a business, right? We operated off of one model for a while, and now we're expanding and growing and trying new things. So I will also be bringing more of that kind of stuff to you guys as I go through it and grow myself, and see the results of it, and let you know like what that next step is in an online business like this. Okay, I need to go. It's been too long. It's been 2 hours. Okay. I love you guys. Brianna, which of your videos on your channel do you recommend for maintaining a relationship? I have a whole SP SP playlist. I think there's one about like once you get your manifestation, now what? That one. But there's also a bunch in that playlist that'll help you. Lovely unicorn. I just want to say thank you for your help. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, boxing. I'm just going to do this real quick. It says, please help me. I just can't manifest. My reality is too distracting and nothing works. Okay, just so you know, you can manifest. You already are manifesting. Everything that you just typed is its own manifestation. So if you're walking around saying over and over that everything's too distracting, this is too hard, I can't do it, it's not working for me, that is manifesting, and you're actually really fucking good at it. So stop saying that shit. Go to my website, go to my channel and watch, or go to YouTube and search Roxy Talks, ignore, Roxy Talks ignore, because I want you to find the videos about ignoring your reality, and then go down that rabbit hole. Okay. How long are your Mindset Mondays now? About over. They're supposed to be an hour, but I'm being a bad girl right now. Okay. I love you guys. Get on my mailing list. If you want to know about the Saturday sermons, that's roxytalks.com. Click the pink banner at the top. That'll get you on it. And then make sure you whatever you got to do in your inbox to make sure that they come to you, do that thing, because sometimes they don't come through and then you just won't get the update and you won't know when we're having it. Anyways, I love you guys. I need to get off. Boundaries. Love you. Appreciate you all. You got this. You're all strong, amazing, beautiful, talented people. Everything is at your fingertips, the entire world. Don't tell a story that you don't want to actually live out. And if you are telling a new story, then you better make sure you're selling that new story. Live it out, be it, act like it, become it. Okay? Love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow on the chat. Bye.